my friends of hope. Welcome back here in my living room. I hope you're comfortable. I hope you feel well. Are you ready for another short story from this fella called Jorel the Crying Gentleman? That would be me. Oh, how come? Okay, so I'm reading a short story from my book In the Name of Hope. And the short story is called The Girl and the Music Box. Et voila! Isn't she cute? This is little Emma from my cousin, the daughter. Isn't that a wonderful smile? Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Once upon a time, there were a father and his beloved daughter. The father took very good care of his daughter and loved his child as much as a father can love their child. The father was a respected doctor, and due to his work, he did not have much time for friends. Unfortunately, the doctor did not have much time for his only child either. To compensate for it, he tried to read every wish from her eyes. Plush toys piled up in her rooms, and the nanny, who was hired specifically for the girl, always tried to prepare her favorite foods. Yet the girl was sad. The father mulled over what he could do to conjure a smile on her face. He agonized night after night over it and even talked to his colleagues. The father examined his beloved child in every way known to man, but could not find an answer. One evening, when it was quiet at the hospital, he was able to leave work early. The father surprised his beloved daughter with a small box. The daughter was happy that on this evening her father put her to bed and not the nanny. She opened the present and revealed a golden music box. I had it made just for you. It plays a beautiful melody. The father wound it up and placed the little gem on her nightstand. Fancy a dance? The father asked her daughter with a happy look on his face and reached out to his daughter with open arms. The child started to smile. Again and again they wound up the music box and danced around the room. The father was overjoyed and spoke to himself, Finally I have found a gift that made her happy again. A mere 7 weeks later, the father did not return home. The nanny sat down next to the girl in the nursery and told her the awful truth. Your father died in a car accident. The girl started to cry bitter tears. The years went by, and the little girl grew up to be a young woman. Like her father, she started studying medicine. She was a very quiet but officious student and always best in her class. The now grown-up girl became a doctor and soon, just like her father before, had an excellent reputation. Unfortunately, she did not have a lot of time for friends or a partner, because her work was, just like her father's, very time-consuming. Loneliness became her best friend, and she learned to cope with it. One afternoon, she went for a walk and looked into a shop window. Several precious pieces of jewelry were up for auction. Her eyes started to shine like in her childhood. On the auction table was her father's golden music box. That's it. She was completely certain because the music box had been made specifically for her. It was a unique piece. More than 40 years ago, the music box had been stolen from her house, and the police had never caught the thieves, nor were able to bring the music box back to the owner. That's it, she repeated, and entered the auction room to bid for the memory of her father. Many very rich people from all over the world were present, and the music box enjoyed great popularity. The bids reached incredible heights. The doctor, who was now old, was a rich lady, but soon even her financial limit was reached. I have to have it, the old lady said to herself, and finally purchased the music box with all the money she had. The old lady was overjoyed. She went to the closest park, sat down in a quiet place, and wound up the music box. She put her childhood memories on the park bench next to her and listened. Soon she started to cry. Every note from the music box let a tear of joy roll down her cheeks. She stood up and began to dance, all alone in the park. She did not care much about the music box. She never had. It was the memory of her father's embrace that evening, the memory that he had reached out and danced with her, especially the memory of him taking time for his daughter that evening. What do you think? Give me your comment. What do you think about this short story? What's popping up in your mind? Write it right now in the comments below. Make pause, push the button, and then after you wrote down your comment, I will give you my answer. What did I think while I wrote this story? Okay, let's do it like this. Pause. Okay, so what did I think while I wrote this story? There's so many friends that I have who tell me that their parents did not spend a lot of time with them. So many cousins, etc. But what is important? When do we truly live? What do you think? If you're at the end of your life and you think backwards and think, how much time did I truly live? It's the time when we truly loved. If we combine the times that we truly loved, that we felt love, if we add this together, then you have the amount what you've truly lived in your life. You can buy a car, you can have a wonderful house, you can have a wonderful wall, you can have fire, you can have wonderful pictures, you can have a wonderful microphone, a nice camera, etc. But what is this? Nice food, etc. It's a wonderful way of, how should I say, survival. You live nicely, it's okay. But do you truly live? You only truly live when you love. So, in this short story, this is a wonderful example. He bought this music box and danced with her, and he thought, it's the music box. But of course, it was not the music box. It was the time that they've spent together. Quality time. She felt the love of her father. Quality time with her dad. And this was the most important part. So, and this is what we have to change in our lives with our children, or with our parents, with our friends. We have to truly communicate with them, spend time with them. And not just, "Oh, okay, how do you feel? Oh, okay, that's it. Oh, okay, wonderful. And what did you do? I do this. What are you doing now? Oh, okay, wonderful." You have to be there. You have to have a clear mind. You have to truly be here in this very moment and talk. Truly talk. Realize. Feel. Feel what's going on. You are here on this planet Earth. You are able to live. Spend time with your daughter. Communicate with her. Tell her how wonderful she is. How beautiful. You are proud. Spend time. And with time, I mean really quality time. You can talk hours, years, months, and you will never truly feel this essence of communication, of love. And how does it work? It starts with ourselves, as always. If we are filled with thoughts, with crazy thoughts, how can I pay my bills? How can I pay the apartment? How can I pay my car? And I got stressed with this and stressed with there, blah, blah, blah. We have to feel self-love. So with that I mean we have to like ourselves. Only if we like ourselves, then there comes this relaxation, we feel calm inside. And then we can sense everything around us. And we can truly communicate. We can truly listen without judging. It starts with ourselves. We have to like ourselves first. We see the world around us, how we see ourselves. If we do not like ourselves, if we are corrupt, I want to make money here and there, and then I do a little bit this one and here and there, then we truly think of ourselves, we are a little bit corrupt. So, and then what comes next? When we talk with someone else, it doesn't matter if it's your own father, if it's your daughter, you think, they could be corrupt. If you meet someone on the street, oh wait, they could be corrupt. Why? Because we think of ourselves that we are that way. So we do not give them a chance. It starts with ourselves when we like ourselves. And believe me, I don't think everything is happy, hippo and wonderful. Of course we have our ups and downs. We are humans and that's wonderful. But we have to create a base of how we like ourselves, of self-love. That we can stay calm, relaxed, that we can listen, that we can spend time with our kids, with our friends, true quality time. And this is what I mean, feel love, live in this moment. And this is one of those moments, what I talked about, when you are at the end of your life and you look back, when you truly loved, when you truly felt this love with the ones you love, your daughter, your father, your husband, your wife. And this is what we want. We want to feel this. We want to swim in the ocean of love, to bath in the ocean of love. Stay there. Of course we cannot stay there all the time because things are going on around us. Beep, another telephone call. Something is going on here, something there. Something's interrupting us. Of course, we're humans. But as I said, we want to make a base, create a base of self-love. How can we do this? I created a manual, a design manual. It's called JOREL-THE Pyramid, how we can feel self-love again. It's a manual, very easy. I will talk a lot more in next videos. JOREL-THE Pyramid is the name. But this should be it for today. Okay. So if you like to read it for yourself, you can buy the book. Of course, it would be wonderful. Support the artist in the name of hope. The link is in the description below. Just push the button and then you will be redirected. You can buy it as a softcover book. Until then, see you next week for the next short story. Good night.